That's why I'm keeping mine protected.
I don't want to keep cars and ride them until the wheels fall off. That would be the life to have without living without car payments.
Mm-hmm.
Finance world, and people probably talk to you about stuff like that.
It all depends.
Plus, you have all your friends who are married and your sister and all that stuff.
Well, my sister doesn't make a penny, so obviously Rory
Okay,
handles
let's not use her as an example.
More than likely, you know, it's all equal. Like, okay, it depends on if you're boyfriend and girlfriend or if you're married is a big difference. Because if you're boyfriend and girlfriend and you're living together, like, you know, even Memphis has talked about the fact that, you know, they pay for whenever they can. You know, if one makes a bigger check one month, you know, they'll help out more or this and that. Whereas some people, like Keisha says that she splits it exactly down the middle with JJ, supposedly. So.
There's not a most common way, though?
No, it's however those people, you know, if one makes more money than the other, maybe they'll pay for the mortgage and yet the person that makes a little bit less will pay for all the other bills.
All right, $1 million question. Are you in favor of joint accounts? Yes or no?
I am not opposed.
I am.
But what I would do is that you'd have a joint account for all your household items, bills, stuff like that, and you'd have separate accounts in your own names.
It's a politician answer.
What? How is that a politician answer? I'm just saying the truth.
I agree.
And what you do is you just make it known to each other that, let's say every month, let's say the person makes $3,000 a month, you know. You say, hey, you know, because bills add up to this, each person needs to put $2,000 in the joint account, so it equals $4,000 for bills that month. And you just don't even question it. It just automatically goes that way. So that way you're not fighting over...
It's easier that way.
Right. But whatever you have remaining, if you maybe made a little less that month or maybe made a little more, that goes into your own account. But there's a set
so
amount.
This is where the conflict comes into play. Say Mrs. Susie has, you know, a credit card problem. She's gotten to the point where she maxed out her credit card and she needs emergency money. So she automatically goes into the joint account and takes out funds from the joint account into her personal problem.
Okay, well,
so what does Mr. Joe do? Mr. Joe...
Wait, did the credit cards come into account before they were together that she's still trying to fix? Or are the credit cards problems in the present?
In the present.
Oh my God, that's her fucking problem. I'd be pissed if someone went into the account too.
But when people were to join together, what's mine is yours and what's yours is mine.
Absolutely not. So you're saying whoever I marry someday, I'm going to take on their debt before I was ever married to them?
No. I'm saying when they presently get themselves in that situation.
Okay, well then obviously they're not communicating. They should probably break up if she's out spending, you know, $6,000 a month on clothes and hair products.
Yeah.
Then they probably shouldn't be together because obviously she's not communicating with them, which kind of turns her into being dishonest.
Yeah.
And do you really want to date someone that's dishonest and going behind your back and spending all the money?
There's a lack of communication in that relationship.
That's my answer. What?
I love it.
And vice versa, you know.
Oh, I'm saying. I know.
What I'm saying is, you know, I'm not that type of person. I don't even have credit cards. But if the guy was to go out and say he's, his friends are pressuring him to get a big screen TV and this and that because his TV isn't big enough for football games, and he decides that he's going to take half out of the, he wants it though, but it's her TV too, but let's say he goes and spends it in the joint account. Doesn't tell her. I would say, you know what, take your big fucking TV and all the rest of your shit and get the fuck out. I'd say, I hope your buddy said that you can live with them too, because if they pressure you to buy the TV, it looks like they just found a new roommate.
Okay, here's another scenario.
It's all about communication. That's all it is.
But it's easier said than done when that comes up.
That's why I'm not with somebody. It's because I've never met someone that can openly communicate and not be dishonest.
Yeah, right. I'm sure you've met somebody who can communicate with you.
Okay, I've been cheated on by every single boyfriend, and the one that I wasn't cheated on used me for money.
April, you have a poor sense of judgment.
Do I have a poor sense of judgment on people?
The guys that you talk to?
I usually go for the...
okey-doke? They pull the okey-doke on you.
What happens to me is I usually go for the little bit of the good-looking kind of bad boyish, usually.
You think you can turn them into good guys?
But they're not bad boys at first because they're obviously smoothing me over and, oh my God, this and that. Actually, now that I think about it, kind of like you.
I'm not a bad boy.
Okay.
Don't ever
good
put me in
looking,
that
very good
category.
looking, first of all.
I'm not a bad boy.
Obviously, you know that. Second of all, very smooth with the ladies.
I don't think I'm that smooth.
Okay, Ollie.
I'm like goofy.
First of all, you fucking nicknamed me A+, and that's not smooth? Oh, please.
That was just
and don't
natural.
think that I don't roll my eyes when you do say it, because I'm like, please, I've heard that.
That was natural. I never call. That's original. I never call anybody A+. Come on.
That's just part of your smooth.
I never called a girl that in my entire life.
Well, you're not going to walk around and say, you're a C. Maybe a C+. What are you going to say to him? Of
I
course
could
you're
call
not.
you a B+.
And I could kick you in the balls. There's a lot of things that we could do in this world, but we just choose not to.
I could call you an A-. Would you be mad with that?
Okay, well, how did this turn into that anyway? The question was,
how do we get on that? How we get on that?
The fact is that basically, yes, I have probably chosen the wrong people in the past, obviously. And, it just maybe is some poor judgment. But I don't go, I could easily go for like the really nice, average looking guys that are really sweet and would do anything for me, but, I tend to go more for the really good looking
Don't say bad
womanizers.
Oh, whoa, she used the W word. Back to us.
Which obviously fits right into your characteristics.
I'm far from that.
Oh my gosh, Ollie, are you being serious?
I'm being dead serious. That's an insult.
Sweetheart, come on. You even yourself has said
I'm not a woman.
stuff.
Just because
I'm not saying you're a womanizer. I never said that.
Or just because I've never settled down with a girl doesn't mean I'm like a player or bad boy.
Okay, what would you call it then?
Somebody who's confused. I'm just a young man who's confused and has no sense of direction.
See, we probably shouldn't be having this conversation because you're too young at this point.
I'm 3 years younger than you.
I know.
You make it seem like you're 15 years older than me.
2.5, actually.
2.5, yeah. So let's not use the age thing. Don't pull the age card. Back to my scenario game here. Because you sadly got sidetracked. Alright?
Uh-huh. I'm listening.
Back to the joint accounts.
Okay.
Alright? So, you have a joint account. And your husband or boyfriend, he wants to buy a grill. One of the greatest gas grills out there. Because you guys need one for the house.
Yep.
You have a charcoal grill, which is the size of
I love charcoal grills. They actually grill stuff up better. My dad uses charcoal.
It's the size of a saucer. And it's the one a tabletop.
Yes.
But you have people over and you want to have grill out and all that stuff, so that's not going to be enough. You need a big grill. So you want your husband or your boyfriend, he wants a big grill. You, on the other hand, you want a vase for your flowers.
I think you don't obviously know me. I hope you're talking about some other girls in general, because I think I'd be going.
Okay, let's think of something more realistic, something around the house that you would get.